Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. So in this video we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful modern day window curtain. Okay, I just said, okay, let me just fashion this according to the width. Okay, the width here is 30, the length here is 68 inches. So just take your measurements and then you cut out. So I've measured the length and the width here. So you're going to be cutting a separate fabric. There's a rod fabric. This is the rod fabric. This is the measurement 4 by 30 inches. Okay, the main fabric for the cutting. And then this is how I folded this part. Okay, first of all, you fold it like this and sew it. Just fold it like so, 2.5 inches, and sew it. Then you fold the side again like this, fold it twice and sew it down. Okay, so this is it. I've sewn this the side, okay, and also the ruffle part of the cutting. This is the rod fabric. I've folded this part, I've pinned it down. I'm going to be sewing it like this on this 2.5 inches I've sewn down, okay, at the top. So I'm sewing it straight on the stitch. Just sew it on the stitch. So this is it. Watch closely. Okay, so I've sewn it like this. Just pin it and sew it on the seam. When you turn it, you have something like this. This is how it looks. Okay, so it looks like this. So neat. So when you flip it, you have something like this. Then you're going to be bending it downward. Okay, so this is how it looks. You fold this side where you'll be attaching whatever you'll be using to hang your curtain. Okay, so you fold it in like this, and then you pin it down and you sew it. Please subscribe to Alina's Fashion if you're just seeing this. Okay, so let's move on. So after doing it, this is coming out very fine. So for the hem, we're going to be taking another measurement for the hem. We're going to get a fabric of a certain length and width. So this is the fabric for the hemming. This is how wide it is, and this is how long it is. So the width of the fabric is measuring it 14 inches. Then the length for the fabric 30 inches. Okay, so we're going to be folding this hem in two so that we'll be able to get a very huge hemming, okay, underneath. Okay, so this is how to make it come out very beautiful. First of all, you you sew this edge. Okay, you align it, okay, to the main cutting. You can just sew this part, pin it down, pin the hemming to the main cutting, the hemming part to the main cutting, and then you sew it. After pinning, you sew it, and then use this other part. This for other part, you are going to be sewing it on top of the seam. You're going to be sewing it again on top of the seam. You fold it inward and sew it on the seam. Okay, so this is how it will look when you finish pinning it. I'm just demonstrating. Then you fold this part again on top of it to cover this seam, and then you sew it. You can either stuck in this side part and sew, or you sew the side part inward before you start hemming it to the main cutting. So for the belt, so this is how it shows. The belt will have a length and width. This is how it will be: 20 inches by 6.5. Okay, 20 inches long, then the width of 6.5 inches. We're going to be folding it and sewing it. Then you fold and sew, we'll turn it. So I have 4 pieces here for all the cuttings. Okay, so you just cut according to the number of cuttings you're sewing. You fold like this, you sew it, you turn it, and then after turning it, you then close this part. So this is how it looks. It's so beautiful. So you're going to iron this. So for the main cutting, you just this is how it looks also for the hemming. I've just pinned the belt at the center of the cutting. So fold the cutting, to be precise, fold the cutting to look for the middle or the center of the cutting for your belt. So this is me folding it into four. I'll just mark out the center part, that is this side, and position the belt very very well before I take it to the sewing machine and stitch it down. So if you watched this far, thank you so much. Leave your comments if there's any question or whatever observation or any other additional idea you have concerning cotton making. You just let us know in the comments section. So this is me pinning the belt down. After sewing this, you give it a good press, and then you you position it in your windows. So before you start sewing, please make your measurements also from your home, from your window. As you can see, it fits properly. So beautiful. The very size of this is when it's tied with the belt. Okay, this is how beautiful it looks. I'm so grateful for you watching thus far. Bye.